This is All of It on WNYC. I'm Tiffany Hansen in for Allison Stewart. Well, if you have a kid in the city, chances are that at some point you've encountered the prolific children's musician Hopalong Andrew. Dressed as a cowboy, complete with a lasso, Andrew performs all around the Big Apple. He's in Brooklyn parks, he's in libraries, he's in Whole Foods parking lots. New York Magazine once dubbed him Brooklyn's hardest working cowboy. Hopalong Andrew, a.k.a. Andrew Vladek, had a successful career in folk music in the early 2000s before becoming a children's performer. You may have heard of his band, the Honey Brothers. Now he writes songs for kids that celebrate life in the city, and he's got a new album coming out soon that will focus on cowboy culture. And we are excited because Hopalong Andrew is here with us in studio today for a very special reason. Because at WNYC, it's Bring Your Kids to Work Day. So we have Hopalong Andrew in the studio. We've got the kids with us. Kids, can we say howdy to Andrew?
Howdy! Howdy do.
Howdy do. All right, we're going to kick things off. How about with a song right away? So Hopalong Andrew, why don't we just start with howdy do?
Let's do it. All right, friends. Well, then, can you say howdy? Can you say howdy do?
Howdy do.
Okay, then repeat after me. Howdy do.
Howdy do.
Howdy da.
Howdy da.
Howdy do.
Howdy do.
Howdy. Howdy do. Howdy da. Well, the happy cowpoke song. Everybody bounce, 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 bounce. Well, I love to go moseying down the avenue. As I go, do I say hello? No, I say howdy do. Let us sing howdy do,
Howdy do.
howdy da,
Howdy da.
howdy do,
Howdy do.
howdy, howdy do,
Howdy do.
howdy da.
Howdy
Good. The happy cowpoke song. Can you wave? You know, we say howdy in a lot of languages in the big city. My neighbor taught me how to say howdy the Spanish way. You know how to say howdy in Spanish? I'll teach you. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's so nice to see you. My other neighbor taught me how to say howdy the Chinese way. You know how to say howdy in Chinese? Yeah. That's right. Ni hao, ni hao ma, ni hao, ni hao ma, ni hao, ni hao ma. It's so nice to see you. Can you wave your hand in the air? Or wave it like you just don't care. Wave your hand in the air. Good. Wow. You know, my other neighbor taught me how to say howdy the Lenape way. That's the way of the native New Yorkers, the Lenape people. Hey, Kulamasi Hutch. Hey, Kulamasi Hutch. Hey, Kulamasi Hutch. Hey, Kulamasi Hutch. It's so nice to see you. Howdy, small and tall. Howdy, one and all. Howdy, friends. It's so nice to see you and 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 you. Everybody.
That is Hopalong Andrew live with a performance of Howdy Do as part of WNYC's Bring Your Kid to Work Day. I'm Tiffany Hansen in for Allison Stewart. You are listening to All of It, and we've got a whole crew of kids here with us in studio. Okay, Andrew, you were once a kid, weren't you?
I was in New York City. That's true.
What kind of music did you listen to when you were a kid?
Well, I actually listened to a lot of 50s and 60s music. Our family had a jukebox, an old Seaburg, and so we had all these 45s on there. So I listened to a lot of classic Motown and doo-wop. And then, of course, it was the 70s, so there was a lot of 70s country mixed in as well.
Good time for country in the 70s.
It sure was. Dolly Parton, Eddie Rabbitt, oh, so many.
Johnny Paycheck.
Oh, Johnny Paycheck.
Remember
of
that?
course. Yes.
I don't think we'll be playing any Johnny
Maybe not
Paycheck.
today.
Maybe not today. You were also before you morphed into Hopalong Andrew. You were in a band called the Honey Brothers. So how did that come about? That was folk.
That was like a folk
Folk rock?
indie glam rock Appalachian music.
Oh, glam rock. I appreciate that.
It was a real mix of fun things that me and a bunch of my old friends put together, and it just came about on a kind of a whim. It was actually after September 11th, me and my friends, and we didn't play together until that point. We just needed to get together and play fun songs on ukuleles and play it out on the street just to cheer ourselves up and cheer other people up. And from there, it just kind of kept going and just trying to bring back the good vibes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that whole thing started.
What did you learn playing in that band that you bring forward here? Joy?
Oh yeah, well, joy and how to really like stay attuned to the room and be able to adapt. I think as a performer, if you really care about the audience, and I care about the audience, you
And
want
we care about Hopalong Andrew, don't we? Yes.
Thank you. It just really trying to suss out what's going on and what people need,
Did you realize at a certain point, or was it always the intention that band wasn't going to stick together?
Oh, that particular band, the Honey Brothers, it seemed like it was a moment in time. It was unique circumstances that brought us together, and very unique circumstances that gave us some fuel and exposure, and that all kind of had a time limit. I mean, at that point, I'm not a young man, so like a lot of my friends, some of the friends in the band were having kids, and there was only so much we could do because we're having different priorities in a way.
So when did you start writing music for kids then?
I started Hopalong Andrew on a whim. It took me about 30 seconds to dream up once my friend Lloyd Miller asked me to fill in for a children's class he was doing. And so it was 2012. I had a little time on my hands, and I thought, well, I could help Lloyd out, and it'll probably help me out too. So it was immediately enjoyable, but it took me a few years to realize I could infuse the project with more meaning and fun if I started writing my own music for it.
Do you write music that is for kids and adults, though? I'm thinking about particularly, Pixar movies, let's say, where there's always the hidden joke, right, for the parents or the caregivers or the adults in the room.
Absolutely. I don't sing down to anyone. I think everyone, if the right enthusiasm is conveyed, if we're having fun and having joy, that the kids will get it and the grown-ups will appreciate it. And so I sing first and foremost for myself. We got to have fun and we got to serve ourselves. And then secondly, I try to serve both the small and tall and write for everyone so we can all have fun times together.
Yeah. Some of what you do is creating spoofs or versions, right, of a song. So tell me, Howdy Do, I recognize that.
Ah, yes. Right. Well, Howdy Do, for example, my first record, I wanted to just have fun with a bit of the fish out of water experience, the kind of silly thing of being a cowboy in New York City. It sounds crazy. Back in the olden days, of course, there were plenty of horses and there were cows being driven down 11th Avenue. So it's not too far off in our past, but I just felt I felt for my first album, it would be a lot of fun to take some songs, country songs people know, and adapt them to New York City life.
Well, in that vein, then, maybe we should just hear your next song. One of the songs that parents know and love, perhaps. I certainly do. I know John Denver's Thank God I'm a Country Boy. But Hopalong Andrew has Thank God I'm a City Kid. Now, am I right in making that comparison?
I believe you are.
I believe I am.
I reckon that is.
So let's hear it, guys. Should we hear a song?
Are there any city kids here today? Yeah, any New York City girls in the house? Any city boys in the house? City kids, all right. Well, life on the farm was a little too slow. Born with enough street smarts to know. Gotta walk fast to get where you wanna go. Thank God I'm a city kid. When I look both ways, watch for pickpockets. When I dance, I pop and lock it. When I get hard knocks, I just hard knock it. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, I got good friends. We got the subway ride around the whole wide world. And one day, looking to the Bronx, gonna be a fun day. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, I didn't fall off no turnip truck. Make my own way and I make my own luck. Like a real New Yorker, I don't give a fiddle. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, my horse was tired of the same old drill. Humdrum life by the whiskey sill. Followed me on his own free will. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, I got good friends. We got the subway ride around the whole wide world. And one day, looking to the Bronx is gonna be a fun day. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, you can shake it up in a New York minute if you know when to quit and when to begin it. Hop the train to the city now, minute. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, country kind of life never did me no harm. Lies with charm and a fire that's warm. Being bored to death was the cause for alarm. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, I got good friends. We got the subway ride around the whole wide world. And one day, welcome to the Bronx is gonna be a fun day. Thank God I'm a city kid. Well, I got good friends. We got the subway ride around the whole wide world. And one day, welcome to the Bronx is gonna be a fun day. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. Yeah. Thank God I'm a city kid. Yes, I am. Great clapping, everybody. Great clapping.
That is Hopalong Andrew. You're listening to all of it. I'm Tiffany Hansen in for Allison Stewart today, and we have the kids of WNYC in studio with us for a live performance with Hopalong Andrew. Kids, do you have questions for Hopalong Andrew? Okay, so we've got to do one thing really quick, and then we'll get to the questions. How does that sound? Good?
Good.
All right, sounds good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is All of It on WNYC. Don't go anywhere. This is All of It on WNYC. I'm Tiffany Hansen in for Allison Stewart, and we're joined live in studio today with Hopalong Andrew. It is Bring Your Kids to Work Day here at WNYC. We're so glad you're with us. Andrew, before we get to questions, I just want to read a text here that we got that says, Andrew is so committed. I was at Cobble Hill Park for my toddler for a show, and a curmudgeonly neighbor complained to him that his, quote, kids' music was too loud. It wasn't, she says. Andrew was polite in every way, interrupted her, and when she called it kids' music, he said, excuse me, miss, this is cowpoke music. So we're glad today for the cowpoke music. Thank you, Andrew. We appreciate that. And I know we have some cowpokes here that have some questions for you. So we might as well turn it over. All right. Who has a good question for Andrew? All right, let's do it.
Like, Why did you decide to be like a cowboy instead of like something else?
Well, maybe some of you go through this when you're young. You takes an idea of something you want to be when you grow up. Do you have an idea of what you want to be when you grow up? Something you enjoy? Well, that's the same thing for me. I think because of the country music that was on the radio and my parents' affection for the American West, it really drew me to embrace the cowpoke lifestyle.
All right. Another question from a cowpoke.
Why did you use all these instruments?
Yeah, you've got a lot of instruments, Andrew.
That's a great question. Well, I like having a good time and I love playing music. And, you can do anything you want to do in life. I decided, one instrument wasn't enough. I could maybe have a lot of fun if I tried to do a bunch of things at once. So I was just playing around and having fun experimenting. And this is what I came up with.
So, Andrew, just for the radio audience, you have a harmonica that you have on a little thing. I don't know what you call that on your chest.
Yeah,
what do you call that?
We got a holder for the harmonica. I learned to play the harmonica waiting for the subway train.
Okay.
And so can you.
Okay, and you have a guitar, and
right.
you have a little cymbal.
Yeah.
And so he's got a lot going on. Okay, I see questions.
What instrument is that one that you're using with your foot down there?
Good question. Well, this is a Samsonite suitcase from the 1960s, and I put a little kick drum pedal in front of it, and so I can put all my gear in the suitcase and mosey on down the road, and then I can take it out, and I'm ready to drum.
All right.
Why did you become a cowboy?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I just love playing the cowboy music. It gave me an opportunity to sing songs that I love about the heritage of the American West and silly songs about New York City. So both for reasons that were silly and serious, it really allowed me to learn and explore.
Andrew, we got a lot of questions here.
Woo!
Some people coming for my job. All right, let's do a question.
Why did you start doing music for kids?
All right. Well, I started first because a good friend of mine asked me to fill in for a show that was for children. And when I played that show, the parents and the nannies in the audience, and a shout out to all the nannies in New York who are amazing. The grown-ups, they were the ones who actually really encouraged me and saying they got a lot out of it too. So I came at it from the very beginning to make music both for the small and the tall.
All right, one last question, cowpokes.
Where is your favorite place to, do your cowboy job?
That is
that's
a wonderful
a great question.
Well, I got to give out a shout to our beautiful park system, the New York City Parks Department. In particular, one of my favorite parks, my hometown park, my neighborhood park, Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn.
And speaking of parks, Andrew, you were a ranger. Am I correct in that?
That's right. I was a ranger educator in the 1990s. Just saying.
You could have to confess that, but I appreciate it.
I did.
What did that look like?
Well, I wore a really fun hat.
Did you did you ride a horse?
I did not ride a horse, but at
Okay.
times I got to ride a bicycle, which was fun.
There used to be horses in Central Park, though, that were ridden, not just the carriages.
That's right. There was a stable, the Claremont Stables or something up.
And if
uptown,
anybody
yeah.
has seen Elf, they know that the Rangers, the Central Park Rangers in the movie Elf, are on horses. Yes, thank you for remembering that. What did you take from that experience that you bring into this?
Well, I played my first music for kids and families back then because I was farmed out citywide to play all the park events. Once they found out I played music, the parks was on a tight budget. And so I was lucky enough to get the call. And the first show was for an event with Henry Stern, which was pretty interesting. And I wrote all these nature songs back in the day. Yeah.
Like what?
A song about the water cycle, a song about the food web.
Ooh.
And
Not a spider's web, but the food web.
right, exactly.
You currently perform mostly around Brooklyn. Is that right?
Well, Brooklyn is my home, and I am mostly there. Although I have several weekly shows in Manhattan, and then I do a lot of special events all over the place.
Do you have a particular spot that's a favorite?
I love my weekend shows in Fort Greene Park and Carroll Park. Those are like a Norman Rockwell version of Woodstock. I mean, it's just so pleasant.
Curious, for folks who are curious about where to find your schedule, I imagine that Hopalong Andrew has a website.
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, hopalongandrew.com, Hopalong Andrew, Instagram, Hopalong Andrew, everywhere you look.
You mentioned the caregivers.
Mm-hmm.
You have a special relationship with caregivers and nannies of New York City. Talk about that a little more.
Well, I'd like to say, I mean, I wouldn't be doing what I do if we're not for the nanny crew, particularly the West Indian nanny population, who when I filled in that one first show, they said, Andrew, you have to do this. And they helped spread the word. And then they started putting in requests, asking me to sing some of their favorite hit soca songs, which I was more than happy to do. And that's been a lot of fun to incorporate songs that are favorites to people, to the adults in the audience.
Yeah. Well, let's hear another song. How about it? You have a little medley?
Well, let's do maybe we'll do a little medley. That's a great idea. All right, here's a song about being outside. Can you say, yeah? Can you say, yeah? Well, keep strolling, strolling, strolling. In strollers we are rolling. Keep them strollers rolling outside. Indoors dark and gloomy, outdoors bright and roomy. Looks like we crossed the great divide. Rolling with my posse, grown-ups get your coffee. We'll roll around until we're satisfied. Hoof it up, boogie down, hoof it up, boogie down. Outside, shake a leg, hop along, shake a leg, hop along outside. Now this time of year, you're starting to hear certain types of jingles and jangles out there in the great outdoors. I'll sing you a song about one of my favorite sounds. It's the sound of the old ice cream man. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Well, I'm waiting on the good old ice cream man. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Please don't you pass me by again. Anyone like ice cream here? Well, the temperature's getting high. I swear that I will surely die if I can't buy icy cold ice cream. When I hear your song, I start to drool. I jump out of the swimming pool. I swear I'm a fool for ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Well, I'm waiting on the good old ice cream man. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Oh, please don't you pass me by again. Oh, 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 ice cream.
That is Hopalong Andrew performing live here in the WNYC studios for Bring Your Kids to Work Day. I'm Tiffany Hansen in for Allison Stewart. So, Andrew, you have an album that's coming out soon.
That's right. I'm so thrilled to be wrapped up on this album celebrating the incredible but true multicultural heritage of the American West. Turns out cowboys look like you and me, and so many people came together out west, sort of an interwoven tapestry of different people from different walks of life.
Combined with a guitar.
It is. Do you know what that's called?
Well, I actually forget.
Okay. All right. I bet Andrew can tell us.
But I actually got it because
Well, you might
it
notice I
is.
did pick up a different instrument. If you're out there in Radio Land, I now have a banjo in my lap. Mm-hmm. That's right.
A lot of grown-ups are now thinking about turning off their... No, I'm kidding. All right. What kind of songs can folks expect on the album? I mean, obviously, it's a kids... It's kid-focused.
Yeah, it's a song. The album, I was able to... I'm thrilled to have so many incredible collaborators. There are
great.
members from Bob Dylan's band, Bonnie Light Horseman, Lake Street Dive, Dom Flemons, David Amram, Molly Obamsawin. They're amazing artists who came in to help me tell the story of the heritage of the American West and all of its fun, beauty, pain. It's just so fascinating, and it's our history together. And so that's what I like to sing about and celebrate, that we all have a part in this icon of the American cowpoke.
Cowpokes. Should we hear one more song from Andrew? No. What? Yes, we're gonna. Yes, I think there's more yeses. All right. And he's gonna play the banjo.
That's right.
All right, let's hear it.
We're the Rainbow Cowpoke Coalition. Take a trip to 1869. I tell you, children, what you'd find when you cross the Texas line. It's a multicultural cowpoke time. The Mexican vaquero taught Texas ranchers how to rope. Vaqueros are buckaroos in Texas and Nevada too. You belong here, you belong, dear, you belong, it's clear. Pretty colors coming in, all in. We're gonna win with the Rainbow Cowpoke Coalition. Well, black cowboys post-Civil War went to work for themselves. It's an historical fact. The first Texas cowboys were black. Native Americans like the Comanche, the finest horsemen on the plains. They've been herding the buffalo long before cowboys, you know. You belong here, you belong, dear, you belong, it's clear. Pretty colors coming in, all in. We're gonna win with the Rainbow Cowpoke Coalition. Well, Pacific Islanders learn the tread on Hawaii's island range. Paniolo in Hawaii drive their cattle to the sea. I'll ride with you if you ride with me, yeah. All across our great country, we'll celebrate the old and new and show them what we can do. You belong here, you belong, dear, you belong, it's clear. Pretty colors coming in, all in. We're gonna win with the Rainbow Cowpoke Coalition. With the Rainbow Cowpoke Coalition. With the Rainbow Cowpoke Coalition.
That is Andrew Vladek, who is also known as Hopalong Andrew. Andrew has been with us here in studio for WNYC's Bring Your Kids to Work Day. Andrew, thank you for your time. Thank you for the music. We appreciate it.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, everyone.
Let's give him another round of applause, you guys. Woo!
Thank you, everybody.